stars in the sky as we glide, oh glide, oh glide. So just get back, relax with me, baby, 'cause everything will be alright. Ooh, everything will be alright if you just hold my hand. We'll go very far and we'll return to mainland when you're ready, but only when you're ready. We can stay here forever, you know. Everything will be alright if you just hold my hand. We'll go very far and we'll return to mainland when you're ready, but only when you're ready. We can stay here forever, you know.
Powder Toast Man!
see you on the astral planes. Hold on tight, no need to be afraid. We will soar up high into the sky. This is how it feels to be wearing my heart on my sleeve. Dreams are reality. Dreams are our sanity. Dreams are what they're meant to be. never know what you're gonna get next. Life is kinda like a chocolate box. Just go ahead and open it, see what you are gonna get.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Flat-Curous project here on the Horry Sheet Show. Thanks everybody for chatting in the chat room, joining up. I appreciate everybody being here. Joey, Arwen, Wesley, how you guys doing? Flat Accord, y'all are my Flat Earth fan. Billy Sanchez is in the room. What's up, Billy? What we're going to talk about today is I'm going to give you guys one of the newest readouts from. I asked them to take. Basically, I asked them to watch a Flat Earth video, which I'll get to which one exactly when I do it. But I asked people to watch a 2-hour-long video and take 500 words of feedback, or give me 500 words of feedback. And so I'm going to read out one of those. And also asked people to watch 21 Questions: A Stranger's Guide to Flat Earth, ODD Realities video on YouTube. And they are to give me a 10-minute reaction video and then 2 minutes of them speaking about it. And what I've had to do, I was supposed to have 2 of these, but one guy really failed miserably. I thought I'd give this kid a chance, and I thought he like really did it. But by the time I was like watching this, I mean, it was so awful that like I left the review before I even watched the video. I might even contact Fiverr customer service and be like, "Yo, I got to change my review." I was really giving somebody the benefit of the doubt that just it wasn't even worth $5. So I can't even like I could show you that, but it's just not worth our time. But the other guy I have, he took it in. He didn't do a whole lot of like reacting to the video. So I'm not really going to show that part, but his feedback, his 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever of him talking, he didn't turn flat earth, but he gave a lot of good points. And these points, see, I'm learning a lot from this. These points I'm going to actually take for when I make my own video on flat earth. I'm gonna, if you looked at Mark Sargent's Flat Earth Clues or Eric DeBay's 200 Proofs or ODD Realities video on any of the flat earth stuff, like I'm gonna take the best of anything I could find and maybe like show it and talk about it, and then show like something of my own, or I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna take the best things that pushed me over to the flat side, and I'm gonna make a video. It's coming, and I'm gonna start sending the Fiverr people to my video for numerous reasons, but I think it's gonna be a really good one when I do it, because I'm awesome and stuff when it comes to doing videos. So I'll do that, and hopefully everybody will share it, because that'll be I just know it's gonna be a good one to share to the community, because it's gonna be like different kinda. It's gonna be, first of all, somebody putting their face on it and presenting it like Horry Sheet Show style, and then showing a clip. I mean, imagine an hour long of just me giving flat earth proofs. Boom, 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 boom. That's what it's going to be like. So I hope it is something that I don't really care if it goes viral. I just hope it's something that resonates with people and gets them to look at things that are just really in your face, the biggest, flat earth proofs. I mean, I'm talking ships going over the ocean, stuff we already know about, ships going over the ocean. I have notes written down, but I can't access them right now. Too much alcohol. But the thing is, it's in the plans. So I just want to let you guys know. So we're gonna read one out, and let's start with the notes from. Let's see what the name of them of the person was, the freelancer on Fiverr. This is from Chloe Prodigy 7, and she watched the 200 proofs that Earth is not a spinning ball by Eric Bay. So, and she failed to give me the, what I asked people for was 10 notes that they may have taken throughout the video, and then 500 words of feedback, but she didn't take me the notes. And, I kind of said, oh well, because she wrote a good bit of, she at least wrote the whole 500 feedback words, and it looked good enough. I didn't have to decipher much of it. There's only one part I couldn't understand, so here it goes. This brand new person to Flat Earth says, watching Eric DeBay's 200 Proofs Earth is Not a Spinning Ball is entertaining and beautifully done. This video turns on your brain and gets you to critically think with the notion that there is a conspiracy with the government not to tell us the truth. Some of his proofs were things that I had not given much thought, or thought that science explained it well until he mentioned it. That's pretty interesting. I mean, it's good so far. I didn't even read the whole thing, so let's see. The first picture that shows us the horizon makes it hard to trust most things that have been presented by NASA or any government program telling us that the Earth is round. From the picture shown on the video, we see that there is a difference in the pictures taken such that only in the NASA pictures show a horizon. Now that's kind of the part that I don't understand. So maybe there's a typo or something in there, or maybe I'm just dumb, but that's probably the 5th time I've read it. I don't quite understand what she said, so I'm going to move on. But I read it word for word. True to DeBay's observation, if the land was really round, there would not be areas where the water is still and level. This is another observation that got me thinking as I listened to his examples. It made sense that the Earth is flat and not round. His explanations seem well thought and researched, and leave no doubt that what he is talking about is true. From this video, DeBay seems to have done his part in ensuring that he shares the information he has discovered. On his page, he insists that people share this information because he feels that we are living a lie. With this information and his proof out, people are likely to make better choices and put more effort in research before we can come out and make demands from our leaders. Whoa. This is interesting. I don't know what she's saying here, but she liked it apparently. All right. She goes on to say, the video has us asking more questions, because if the Earth is not a spinning ball, why does the government always spend billions on the space program? This means that the space program, while it may be full of scientists, it makes me question their knowledge of the Earth, because we would expect they share this information with the public. Scientists are known to deal with facts, and if the ones at NASA are not honest to give us facts, what kind of organization is NASA? Ooh, she paid attention. I like that. $5 well spent and 2 more paragraphs left, if you ask me. She goes on to say, while DeBay's analysis could be the truth, I'm wondering why the government and other scientists have not come in to challenge him if they feel that his work is wrong. She doesn't know that he's got supposedly a date with Neil deGrasse Tyson. She goes on to say, he does not give the audience a chance to internalize his information as he speaks. He moves quickly to the next proof, as if he is in a hurry to convince the audience of his proof. I could see that. But you got a whole lot of ground to cover in that video, so you have to move briskly, if you ask me. To conclude, she says, in conclusion, I feel that this video deserves more research to avoid misleading the public with the shares. Okay. Just like most theories have to be proven through research, someone needs to look at DeBay's findings and work on either confirming or disregarding some or all of the proofs that have been presented to us. If we can learn to understand and accept the Big Bang Theory and the story of creation, then I believe there must be a way we can understand the proofs presented. I love it. Flat-Curious project. Tell me that did not get this person thinking. I mean, little does she know that she is going to. Hey, T. Taylor, how you doing? Love you too. She is going to. She might do some research on this and find out. Oh my God, it's much bigger than I thought. She's going to pull up Flat Earth on YouTube one day and see that it's got like 900 bajillion views. What do you guys think about that? I'm gonna read the chat. I think that was a really good one. I like that. Freaky background, says Arwen. Yeah, dude, I got a different background. Yeah, flat accord. I could tell you you do some old school stuff to get your sound. I like your music. Shanna, honey, how you doing? So yeah, guys, that was interesting, I gotta say. So let's check out the next one. The next one's a video, and I'm gonna skip to the part where he's pretty much already like reacting to it. So we're not gonna watch the 10 minutes of him sitting there sniffling and scratching his nose. So let me get it going here. So there he goes, gives me his thumbs up. Right? And he's watching it. Let's see. I think it's at, the 10-minute mark. I told him to stop it, so. Alright, he's talking already, so.
Blue because they're low mostly in mid-ocean.
Alright, so let's hear what he just heard about.
A little bit brighter green.
Then add the clouds back in.
There's a small problem with it because.
Alright, so the video has ended, like the 10-minute mark has been reached, and I was just making a few points. So first of all, he mentioned that there are like previous maps where they say that the Earth is flat and stuff like that. Even like I wouldn't really take that as proof because of the fact that because like back in the days, obviously, like it doesn't take a genius to figure out that they did get many things wrong when it comes to science. Even like great Greek philosophers, they got even the basic stuff on embryology and stuff like that wrong. And especially considering religious texts, like I wouldn't say all religious texts, but like there is some that says the Earth is flat. And you can't really take that as fact because it's like, religious books aren't like science books. They don't really prove anything. So that's one. And secondly, like I don't really get the point behind hiding this. Like, why would they like purposely try to imply that the Earth is round? Like, why would they really try to prove it? What do they gain from it? Because like whenever you look at like conspiracy theories and it's like stuff about Illuminati and all that stuff, that's still understandable because it's like maybe they have a goal. They're trying to influence people. They're trying to make money, and that totally makes sense. But like, how does this flat Earth, like, who would benefit from having a round Earth? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Popular question.
I don't like airlines. They like choose a longer route when it's the Earth is round. I don't get it. Then when it comes to like gravity, like I understand, like the research done on this is really good. I understand that. I can't really counteract every point. This is just like my limited understanding on it. So I'm just a geology student. It's like we have learned a few things here and there, and this guy seems like he knows his stuff. So I don't really know if I'm making sense right now, but let's just see. So from my limited understanding, that's all I could really say. Then there's other things like he mentioned how the sun like is going clockwise, right? So then again, there's an issue. Like basically, we understand that planets attract each other because of their gravity. So if the sun is extremely close and it doesn't have that much like illuminating power and it's really close, why doesn't it just crash into the air? Like what's stopping it? Why is it stuck like exactly in the middle? I don't really understand that. Then there's other stuff that such as like if the Earth is flat, what's the depth? What's the width? And like how is the temperature, like what the temperature we experiences in really low structures? How is that created?
So he has not heard about that super deep borehole that we've only been 7.5, almost maybe 8 miles into the Earth. That's it. They get to what's pretty much an impenetrable barrier. I heard they came across a hell of a lot of water as well. But I think the rock that is down there is a very porous rock. It's almost like drilling through just layers of like super thick plastic. It's so hot and it just ruins the drill bits. I read somewhere that that's what the rocks were like. So he's asking a lot of pertinent questions. All these questions deserve more research. So all we can hope is that he's going to look into it, right? But let's see what else he says. He's got a good brain on his head. He at least remembers all the stuff we've been force fed.
And like it's mentioned that what do you call? We really have no proof that there's like extremely hot temperature down there, but we actually do. Like it's possible that many people can't really access the edges of the earth because like obviously it costs a lot. But volcanoes are easily visitable, so like and we do know they exist. So where's all that heat coming from? The only possible theories is for that is like the convection current, the density of the materials down there, and
the density of the materials down there is the cause for the heat. I think is what he's saying right there. But we don't know how thick the Earth is. We know it's 8 miles down. I mean, a lot can happen in 8 miles, if you ask me. But I'm saying we don't know. We don't know how the Earth operates. I think we're pretty lied to about a lot of stuff, including and especially this Earth and what's below it. Places we're not allowed to go. I mean, what? We have to contact probably OSHA to dig past a certain level of the Earth. I mean, or what? They're gonna come and like arrest you or what? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that I'm right about that. Like, you have to get a permit to dig so far down and a permit to go so far up. We're pretty much owned here.
And the pressure created, and the pressure can only be created when there's extreme depth. So, in my opinion, like that theory makes much more sense than like having a flat Earth, and then like a flat Earth brings up even more problems. Like,
well, I'm gonna pause him right there. He says that theory, makes more sense than a flat Earth. A ball Earth, because of the way all the molten core and stuff is in the middle and it's all compressed, it makes more sense than a flat Earth. Why? Because he might think it's a disk, like floating in space. Like they've already been preconditioned maybe to think. I wonder if he thinks that way. Because if you think that we're just a disk in space and how thick is it? Yada 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 yada. I mean, that's how you'll just dismiss this point, and consider it a ball proof. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
How deep is it? It just doesn't seem plausible right now. Okay. And then comes the whole curvature story. And I've seen a few pictures about this. I didn't really take it serious back then, but the thing is, like, when he zoomed into like the boats and stuff, again, the issue there is that you can't really see the curvature at a small distance because of the fact that even if you consider that area as like 100, 200, 300 kilometers, which is very likely, you can't just see 200 kilometers in that span. Like the Earth is, obviously, it has a much more bigger circumference than that. So to actually see the curve, it would have to be like, I don't know, like thousands of kilometers, and you would barely notice the curve. So that doesn't seem plausible again. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that, yeah, this does seem like it's possible, but I wouldn't really like refer to what you call like olden scriptures, because science keeps changing even now. So that's all I really have to say for now. Thanks.
All right. So that's what he had to say, and he gave me a very good bunch of feedback. He gave a lot of rebuttals, things that, of course, if you looked into this, you would come to the crossroads of, well, are you going to believe science, or are you going to believe the observable, demonstrable, measurable, repeatable proofs that flat earthers bring to the table when it comes to how thick is the Earth? How far down can we go? What's down there? Well, let's look into it, or are we going to believe what we saw in our science books? And they keep changing this stuff on us too. Like, my partner, I was like, we were talking moon phases, and she's like, well, when I was in school, they taught us that the moon phases had something to do with Earth casting its shadow on the moon. That's how you get moon phases. And I was like, well, you're not alone. There's a lot of people that think that. And now I go to like Wikipedia, and I swear they've changed it, or they've said now that, oh yeah, that's a common misconception. I'll tell you what, my partner has a memory you would not like want to debate with. Like if you guys were like, what did I wear last week at 2:00? She was pretty much gonna tell you more often than not. And so it's she was taught that in school, and now they're changing it. They're rewriting history. Surprise, right? T. Taylor, I'm giving you that wrench. It's good. What's up, chat? I'm gonna take a look at the chat real quick. Andrews Ace is here. How you doing? Helioskeptic, how goes it? I really love the setup. Thanks, T. Good fam, just wanted to know I wasn't saying family. I don't know. What's up, Shanna? What's your thought on the... Oh, goodness. Shanna asked me a good question. What's your thought on this compressed air jets instead of actual fuel? Boy. If we can nail this one, like, if we can secure this in the bag, it's going to make people stop and look around and smell the roses about as much as 9/11, if you ask me. I'm no fuel jet engine turbine expert, but just at a glance, they're saying some of these fighter jets are carrying like a ridiculous amount of fuel in these things, and they're still able to do what they're able to do. It really doesn't look good at first glance, and from what I hear, it's all about looking at it on paper, looking at the schematics. I've seen comments where people have said, "Oh yeah, I just flew 14 hours on a jet myself, personally, and now that I'm seeing all this junk pop up," he didn't say junk, he said all this info pop up. He was like, "I now it's got me thinking." I mean, this is a guy that flew 14 hours in his own jet, so I'm like, well, I don't know. But what if they're using not nearly as much fuel as we think to power these jets, and that the turbines themselves are compressing the air to such a degree that it's creating a propulsion field or whatever, and it's not actually like fuel that's being used in this process. It's like self-perpetuating, which could be maybe a source of free energy if you look at it like that. Like, some of these people are saying all kinds of stuff. I'm just telling you some of the things I've come across. This is not just my opinion, and I'm not saying I buy into it yet. It's interesting, though, and I hope that people continue to do the research on everything they're into, because it's bringing a lot of interesting stuff to light. I mean, this is the age of awakening. Arwen says, I got plenty of theories on how volcanoes work, baby. Yep. I need to look into that topic, says Flat Earth Accord. Yeah, the jets, man. Yeah, yep. My husband was explaining to me how it could work. It makes complete sense. Yeah, no, that's kind of what I'm seeing, is that there's some people that know a little thing or two, and they're like, hashtag makes sense. So you got to think about that. You got to look more into it. Everybody has to do some homework here. It's a new thing. It's a brand new thing. Don't nail me to the cross about it. But good point, Shanna. Thanks for bringing it up. What else do I have to show? I think that's all for the flat-curous project. I just had those two things. I had some people really kind of screw me around. I had, like I said, that Romanian kid was like, I forgot to send the link. Like when I made the order and we agreed to do it and I gave him the instructions, it's an honest mistake on my behalf to forget to send the link. But this kid waits a whole day or two and then turns in a reaction video for the buyer's request video that I made for the project itself. Like it's me saying what I want you to do for $5, and he reacted to that video. I'm like, what? Like, first of all, the instructions say watch this, this long video, but only watch 10 minutes of it and react to it. And that was only a 3-minute video. So he reacts to a 3-minute. He just didn't understand what I was asking for, and I would love to play it if there was anything worthwhile in there, but all I got, and I'll just repeat his act. He was just like sitting there going, very nice, very nice, okay, very nice. And then when he got done, he was, I mean, if you wanna look at this kid's face when I don't know, maybe his mind was blown. If we can get anything out of this, it might be the fact that maybe his mind was so blown he didn't have the words for it, but I think that he was just trying to get money however he could. And believe me, I screen people as well as I can, as best I can. And it sounded like he knew English. He even told me his mom was like Romanian and his dad was English. So I was like, okay, well, But watch this video. And
Hi, my name is Squishy, and this is a reaction video. Thumbs up.
The thumbs up was supposed to be when he started the video, he would just do a thumbs up so I could sync the audio. So, you know, right there was kind of like hashtag fail. But let's see. 10 minutes in, you know, we got him doing this. Go full screen on it. And now he's watching.
So these are my that's my impression of this video. This man Peros the babe, a nice man.
No idea what he's talking about. He just basically did nothing for like 10 minutes and said that that's my impression of the video, and goes on to say nothing more than shaking his head and going, all right, so yeah, that's my reaction. And so I don't know if he just has no clue what to say, or if he doesn't have the words in English. It's just a waste of time to continue it, but that's the one that you know that failed us here. I'll even post that, you know, if anybody wants to actually see it. I'll have a link to that maybe. If I'm asked for it, I'll send it, put it that way. But I'm still going to trudge forward. The next things I have, let me look at my notes. Are we going to have a breakthrough in physics? There's some people saying that they're discovering what gravity is through quantum mechanics, quantum physics. There's a YouTube group called Alien Scientists with about 81,000 views. And I'm going to show you guys this video from their you know, channel. Give me a second.
Many within mainstream
and we're just going to watch a minute of it, and we're going to discuss it. So, fair use. I claim the hell out of some fair use.
Right now, in mainstream physics, there is a massive revolution about to take place. An exodus away from 40 years. Right now, in mainstream physics, there is a massive revolution about to take place. An exodus away from 40 years of wasted energy on string theory and other failed theories, like loop quantum gravity, towards the realization that quantum entanglement somehow holds the key secret to quantum gravity. The physics community is about to discover how gravity really works on both a quantum and a cosmological level. So right now, the race is on, because the first person or group out there to come up with a correct theory of quantum gravity via quantum entanglement will not only reveal the secret mechanism by which gravity operates, they will also reveal how to turn it off and how to freely manipulate its direction and magnitude at will. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is very likely to spark a radical phase change in our technology. This is the so-called quantum leap that we've all been waiting for. The year 2020 is right around the corner, and as children of the space age, we were promised hoverboards, flying cars, Millennium Falcons, and all sorts of other cool stuff that for some reason never happened. But now things are finally coming into focus for many within mainstream physics who have been following the recent developments on quantum gravity and entanglement, and they are quickly realizing that we are on the verge of one of the most incredible breakthroughs in physics since Einstein and Niels Bohr. For Einstein, the central problem of the quanta was that they could be entangled and therefore function as a unified whole across limitless distances of space and time, violating a fundamental...
Okay, that's about as deep as I want to get. So, yeah, there's supposedly a breakthrough happening with, you know, physics, quantum physics, quantum mechanics, all that stuff. This video come out actually just the end of last year, just a few months ago. Who knows? I almost want to get in touch with some of these guys and be like, what do you guys think about Flat Earth? I watched a little bit of their other podcast, and I was like, these guys seem to know a little something about this or that, but what are they basing all this on? A lot of math, a lot of equations, a lot of, you know, I don't know if they can prove the stuff they're talking about, so it's back to, you know, scientism, I guess, if they're wrong. But I encourage everybody to do their own thing. I hope they're open-minded, though. I also did a little bit more research into other things that that were just crazy, like what they find in chicken nuggets and stuff. I'm not going to show that. But, you know, that's really all I have to share. Was I'm gonna end it on that. And I want to tell y'all get on Minds.com, okay? Minds.com is a platform a lot like Facebook. It's a social media platform. And yeah, I'll give my number out in a second for live calls. And Arwen, if you want to chat too, I'll I'll put you on Skype. But Minds.com, go make an account. It's free. Register. You can actually, like, every time you click on the home page or the refresh your main feed, every hour you can get 50 points, which can translate to views. So every point's a view, and you can cash in at 500. So as soon as you accumulate 500 or more points, you can then cash them in to boost your post and get X amount of views on your post. So I have like one of my YouTube videos, you know, it's gonna get like 2,000 views on Minds in however many days it takes for that to happen. I think it's a pretty cool concept. You don't have to pay for that. Facebook charges you for it. And it's a cool uncensored network. It's an uncensored Facebook, and it's growing so much so the guy that is the CEO was on Fox News or Fox something, some show on Fox News, that he was talking about how Google of all people was censoring that social media platform, this open source social media platform, and that really says enough. So check it out. The number to call, if you want to call, I'll pop it in the chat room in just a minute while I go grab a beer. And just hold on, just give me a minute here. I gotta find the chat room. Where did it go? Oh, right here. Okay, I gotta bring it back to the screen. Here we go, guys. You can call in. You can tell me what you've got as far as any flat Earth news, anything you wanna promote. If you're a flat earther through and through, hop on. I will allow the belly dancer to belly dance while I'm gone real quick, and I'm gonna go grab a beer and grab my phone. BRB. Alright. Phone did not ring, so Arwen, if you want, we can have a talk on Skype if you're still around. Otherwise, gonna go into what we had in the little opening of the video, which is Fiverr tips, and I'll kind of go on and talk about the same stuff I talked about on my Facebook stream. If you're into working at home and you're into Fiverr tips, and you know, if you're into the platform of Fiverr, or if you're just interested in working from home, then stick around. I'll go ahead and talk about the platform, my recent successes, how to do it right, etc., etc. So stick around for that. Arwen, if you want, I will go ahead and read the chat. You can go ahead and make another Skype call and we'll talk. Is that Horry's wife? No, not quite, McVice. DTube sounds like a website I should not check out while at work. Mart Fasheen, like that name. DTube is actually where I'm going to start posting a lot of my stuff. If you upvote it, you get money. I think it's on a blockchain. I don't even know what that means, but sounds cool. I like that. How you doing, Ute? How's it going? So, anyway, let me know, Arwen. I see you in the chat there. Do you want to do a call in and talk about anything? You have anything that you've been doing on your channel that you want to talk about? I heard something about you had a talk with Soundly. I'd love to hear more about that. While I crack open this beer, I'll give you an opportunity to ring-a-ding-a-ding the Skype. Ring my bell. Otherwise, I'll just open the notes up for the Fiverr broadcast and go on. Ballers get triggered because people are discussing alternative ideas. That's why I tell them nut jobs. That's why I call them nut jobs. At least that's one reason. Ute. Yeah, love to, but smoke break first, please. All right, no problem. Go ahead and take your smoke break, and I'll go ahead and start on what I was going to say, and we'll just ring me when you get back, Arwen. All right, so I want to talk about how I talk to customer service to actually get my level back from Fiverr, and it's going to lead into, man, if you're a freelancer, don't let freelancing run your life. I mean, this is like next level stuff, like once you're already a freelancer, and some tips for, you know, being in the thick of it. But in this, I guess it could trickle into just other aspects of life, but stand your freaking ground, man. Stand your ground, own whatever it is you're doing. Own your space, own your presence, own yourself, own your everything, like own it. And, you know, one of the things that happened, I'll just kind of give you the short version. A long while ago on my Fiverr account, maybe 2 months ago, I had my level 1 badge removed. And if you don't know what that is, if you're a seller on Fiverr.com and you're offering, I don't know, you can offer all kinds of different stuff on this website. And I take it seriously. I offer professional videos. And I do great, you know, great. I make a lot of money. I'm a, you know, 5-star rating all the time kind of guy. And I had level 1, you know, you get level 1, you get level 2, and then if you go past level 2, it's going to have to actually be the owners of the site that award you the next level, which is top rated seller. So, you know, I was easily on my way to getting level 2 and all that, which isn't a big deal. I used to be level 2 years ago, but I closed that account down to make a whole free course to tell people how to do it. And you get to like actually watch me grow this account. So here I am at level 1 now, and they zapped it away from me for no reason. I couldn't figure out what the hell happened. So I sent a ticket in, and I was like, what happened? What did I do to lose a level? And all I know is I was buying stuff for the Flat-Curous project, trying to wake people up to flat Earth. So I'm like, what the hell happened? They couldn't tell me. And in fact, their words were something like, oh, we cannot disclose this kind of information about our system. I was like, what? You can't tell me what I did wrong? So how do I know what to not do again to repeat this? You know, like, so anyway, it was really weird. I got mad. I got pissy. I went through 3 different people in that same ticket on Fiverr. Nobody gave me a resolution. They all said, screw you, Horry. I was like, okay, I'll let it go. I said, I don't really care. I'm not trying to get level 1 or 2, and it doesn't matter. The people that want to buy from me, I'm going to make money. It's just it's one of these things where it really doesn't matter for what I'm doing. But anyway, moving on. Recently, I sent another ticket in because I've been trying to get people to do the Flat-Curous project, and I tell them in the video, okay, I'm literally in this set, and I'm going, this is what I want you to do. Watch this video for 10 minutes, stop the video, talk about it for 2 minutes. And that's what I want you to do. That's the job at hand. $5 budget. Don't ask any questions. That's $5 budget. That's it. If you want this job, you have to type to me, I am ready to do the Flat-Curous project. If you don't type that, I'm not going to even answer your message. That's my video. I sent that video in for all the buyers' requests. Nobody typed that to me. Nobody typed that they're ready to do the Flat-Curous project. Arwen, how's it going?
Yo.
Do you want to be on the live stream, or do you just want to be audio? You want to be on?
I'm fine.
All right, cool. Oh, cool. Well, while we talk, I want you to explain what you have for us, and while you do that, I'm going to try to figure out how to set you up in the mermaid face on my set. So this is a great opportunity for me to just do it and get it done with, because nobody's been able to do this for me. So what brings you here, man? What's up? This is Arwen. He does a great service to Flat Earth. He talks about, I mean, all kinds of the maybe more advanced topics of Flat Earth. And so while I get him situated in hopefully a character, he's going to explain what he's got for us. So thanks for stopping by. What's up, man?
Well, Horry, you did it again.
Oh, what I did?
You blew my mind, and I'm gonna return the favor for you.
Oh, what did I do?
Well, you showed that just a short clip of that video about basically how they managed to break gravity.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You caught something good? What you got? What you got?
Well, it fit quite some puzzle pieces together for me, relating to my visions and to how everything's basically gonna proceed.
Oh.
And yeah, and also I can tell you that why it has been deemed necessary to declassify flat Earth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's your
Yeah.
ideas on that?
Well, if anti-gravity technology is going to be declassified and we're going to be in flying ships everywhere, they basically have to reveal to us that there's no outer space, or people are going to basically try to fly off into space with their
Oh,
craft.
and they're gonna hit the frickin' dome.
Well, that, or they're going to hit the freaking bottom of the Earth, whatever's out there, up there. And it was either a choice. Either we hold up the illusion of the outer space and the infinite galaxy and all that, or we're going to have flying cars. And they had to make a choice. And I guess the elite thought, yeah, you know what? We've been messing around with this stupid postponing illusion for a long, long time, and we don't want that anymore. We want the technology. We want the advanced space stuff, even though we have to actually sacrifice space to do it. And that's why Flat Earth has been chosen to be declassified.
Ooh. That's really interesting.
Yep.
That really is.
And I guess it is. And I'm getting these weird memories even of how that is going to be like. You really blew my mind there.
Cool. And you guys, Arwen, like I said, Arwen gets really deep into his research. So yeah, I don't know if you have any other stuff on your page relating to what we're talking about or what was discovered here in this one, dude. But it's interesting that, hey, this supposedly a site, I mean, a YouTube account that has 80,000 views, and they're talking about this stuff on a level that is just like me and you talking what we know. So it feels like they believe what they're talking about. I'm looking at these people, I'm reading them. They don't look like shills for the government. They look like me and you's talking about quantum mechanics and quantum physics. So I posted a little comment. I'm like, hey, I wonder what you guys think of the flat Earth, and if any of your stuff could actually even fit, given the Earth might not be a ball. And I hope to make a contact with them. I know my comment won't really strike much of their attention, but from what you said, it makes me want to really get in touch with them now at this point. And I would like to say that I have made the character thingy-majiggy work. And if I can do this without knocking over half of my studio, Arwen, you are the first guest to appear on the Horry Sheet Show in the R2-D2 park bench. Say
Cool.
hello. This is the best I think I can do it, but that's pretty cool. So we get to, anybody who joins the show via Skype can now pop in one of the many characters that I have, and this is one of them. Something that's been in the works for a while, and you see yourself in there. I think it's pretty awesome. So my idea has worked. Sorry, I'm not talking into the mic right now. I forgot to even hold the damn thing. But thanks for that. Thanks for being the first guy on there. You deserve that too, because your channel is awesome. Please tell us what your channel. Yeah, tell us what your channel is.
I
how
lost
can we get
sound
to it?
for a moment there.
Uh-oh, you can hear me, I'm sure.
Oh wait, it's back.
What channel is? How do you spell your channel? How do you get to it?
Mine? Oh,
Yeah.
it's just Arwin, ARWIJN.
Okay, so everybody hit up YouTube, type that in, hit the sub button, and you're gonna get some real good next gen post globe podcasting. He does some good live stuff. So you still do live stuff, right?
Yeah, I mostly. Well, I did a lot of hangouts about my model which is basically the rectangular looping flat Earth, in which I deal a lot of details of, well, what the Earth is probably like, the possibilities in, well, like re-explanations of many geological phenomena and astrological phenomena or astronomical phenomena, and basically explaining how that could work as an alternative to the heliocentric modeled universe. And well, these days I seem to focus a lot on trying to explain to people the holographic nature of the globe of the heavens, which is mainly the sun, the moon, the planets, and the stars that we see spinning around us at the edge of our vision. And this seems to be very complicated to comprehend for a lot of people, especially globers, which insist that they are physical, literal objects. And I keep trying to explain to them why they are not.
Are you in the camp of maybe they're some sort of sololuminescence? What's that word? Sololuminescent? Oh man. You know what I'm talking about? Do you think the planets are like that? Are they energy lights in the sky created by sound, or you know how you can have what do they call it, the star in a jar? Sololuminescence? I think that's what it is. You ever seen that video? You don't think that's what it is? Okay.
No,
you don't think that?
I've seen that. I've seen that. That's definitely not what it is.
Okay.
They are holographic in nature, and I try to keep explaining to people that they are just apparent objects. They're not physically there. They're not created in a specific location, like that jar, like that star in a jar that you explained, which is a physical phenomena, which is very mysterious, very interesting. But the holographic globe of the heavens is basically a very bizarre light-based phenomena, which, well, all these discs and these lights, these dancing lights, they seem to basically be holographic in nature and only appear at the edge of our vision, at the edge of all observers' vision. And so they're not literally objects anywhere. They just seem to be like that.
Interesting.
So it's very complicated to even explain, but yeah, that is how they seem to work. And there's all kinds of details in how to explain why they are holographic in nature and not literal physical objects. But yeah, that'll take a long time. I spent half a hangout on Nathan's the other day. I made a mirror image of that one hangout, and I explained it for a long time. But yeah, it's very difficult to explain. And even with those explanations, I still do not comprehend or can with definitive certainty explain what the origins are of this holographic phenomena that we get to see. It is quite a mystery. And we may eventually find out through, well, if indeed there are scientists out there that have figured out how to break gravity, then they might also work towards actually explaining how the holographic globe of the heavens actually work. So, but that's not my expertise. I'm just an observer, basically. I try to draw conclusions on the observations that we can all make, and try to be honest about what I don't know, mostly.
Do you think that that we are seeing these planetary luminary objects in the sky, these planets, because there's a dome over us, and then that they're being projected somehow in this dome? Or is there any part of your research that supports the dome theory?
Well,
or a projection maybe from outside and into a membrane, or a barrier, a dome in that sense?
Well, those are possibilities, and there are people that are working on the details of how that could work, like with reflections through the dome, or even projections through the dome somehow. But personally, I tend to subscribe that there is no dome. There's just no dome out there, and they are rather extra-dimensional phenomena. That they are actually light projections that come through the outer dimension, through the dimension, the fifth dimension, as you could say, that comes shining through the dimension that is through our dimension. We have the 3 dimensions, and you have time as the 4th dimension. Then there may be more dimensions through this one.
Wow.
Just through it, and there may be the origin of this light, because light is a very mysterious phenomenon on its own.
Yeah, we are still not sold on what the hell light is.
Indeed,
is elusive.
Is it a wave or is it a particle?
Right.
They can't make up their minds.
They can't.
So,
and boy, I find it interesting. I don't know what to say about this, but when the sun passes overhead, I can hold my hand out when the sun is on the horizon and try to feel for the sun's light and the sun's heat, and I can't feel it. But when it gets overhead, or when it's passing right next to me, and I say right next to me because I do feel like it's a close light source, I can feel that sun is right there. I can close my eyes and feel for the sky, and feel that light. And I can stop my hand where I feel it the most, and when I look and open my eyes, my palm is facing right at the sun. And I wonder if that's even possible on something that's 93 million miles away. I wonder.
Well, that would definitely not really be possible, but yeah, it's hard to imagine, because all we get to compare our senses and our observations with is what we actually sense and observe. Mm-hmm. And these theories, they have been pushed upon us to compare it
down
with.
Our throats.
So, but I think if you really want to know what you're actually feeling when you sense this sun, is the light hitting you. But there's no necessity for that light to actually be originating from some gaseous ball out there.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Like the ball has not, that so-called ball or disc or whatever that really is out there. It doesn't actually have any. How do you say? They say it has magnetic waves or anything, but you personally could not measure it. All that you're actually sensing that comes from the sun is the light hitting you, and that is creating the heat. And that is all, really. So, to explain it in a little bit more detail, it gets a little complicated, is that I think personally that what you get to see, that disk of the sun, it's not actually the origin point of the light. I think it is the focal point of the universal direction of which the light is coming from.
That's an interesting theory. I can see that. I feel like the sun is a focal point. And I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like, it goes along with, maybe it's a light source coming from outside of the quote-unquote dome, and that's where its focal point because of a dome. So I feel like we're on the same page with it being a focal point of light. That's kind of, I feel like that is true.
Could be. It could be like a magnifying glass point. That is it, or it could be extra dimensional, and that the light is simply coming from a universal direction, and that the way that we actually see this source of this light, it tends to. Oh, hold on. I just popped my mic.
Yeah, all right.
Hold on.
I'm gonna read the chat while you're talking. We'll address the chat in a moment.
It could be that the light is coming from a universal direction. So it's more like a plate that is just everywhere from which the light is coming, but because of our eyes, it seems to us like it's a disc. But it's not really coming from that disc, literally. It just seems like that. That is how it appears in our vision. But I believe that it's coming from a universal direction, a uniform direction, as it were. And that the sun is the center point of the angular direction from which this light is coming.
Interesting.
The focal point. And that could be from a dome. It could be from an extra dimension. It all depends what is really up there.
Awesome. Thanks for your insight on that, and you're bringing your theory to the table, Arwen. It's always fascinating to hear your input on it. I want to address the chat real quick so I don't leave anybody out. Morky Love joined us. How you doing, Morky Love? Ute is here. Authentic Intent. How you doing? Great to see you here. And Andrew Zace, I think I said hi to you. How's it going? Yeah, I want to address real quick. Somebody asked about the Sun and Moon group getting porn sniped the other day, and I want to tell you guys, listen. You have to understand this. I'm giving you the memo, all 30 of you right now that's listening right now. If you ever go on a live stream and you share your screen, do not share or even have the Hangout invite link shown on your screen when you hit the share button. And it's sort of built into Google Hangouts where like the only way to share your screen involves you having to sort of show the link. But there is a way around that. You can literally, and yeah, it is a pain in the butt. You have to move your window around so that your screen doesn't share the actual private invite link. Because what happens, and this happened literally the other day, and I mean, maybe there was less than 100 people watching. I don't even know. It wasn't a huge hangout, but the Sun and Moon group talking about flat Earth, somebody gave somebody happened to screen share, and they showed the link for, I don't know, total of like 4 seconds. And some, no-lifer was on there, and they porn bombed the stream. So that channel can be taken down. Hopefully it doesn't get taken down. You know who I'm talking about. This is Karen Pettit, the Sun and Moon group. We love that channel. It's great talks and discussions, lots of long hours live. If that channel gets destroyed, I mean, there's so much knowledge is just lost. It's like the burning of a library of information. So it's really upsetting. So you got the frickin' memo from Horry right now. If you're going to do a live anything with somebody and you have to share your screen, make sure you take the extra precaution not to share the live, the Hangouts invite link when you do so. But thank you for bringing that up because I did want to mention that at some point. I forgot who it was.
By the way, Horry, there is some way around this.
What is that?
I don't know if you've followed him, but Nathan Oakley, with Flat Earth Debates, he actually devised a system where he openly shares the Hangouts link. It's in this description every single time.
He's using OBS, right?
Well, yeah, he's using some kind of system, and it doesn't actually show the screens of the participants in the panel. It just shares the voices, and he's very careful because he has been porn bombed like in the 99th Hangout one time. And he is just very careful. If you want to open up the panel, hey, Nathan's in chat. If you want to open up the panel, then you have to really have a backup system to prevent that level of trolling trying to destroy your Hangout. But it can be done. But yeah, you need a pretty elaborate setup to do that.
No, I wouldn't say elaborate setup. I think it's a simple setup. It's just it's a measure that people don't take. And Nathan did confirm it is OBS. And all it sounds like is he's got the OBS audio running, and he's maybe sharing one of the Google Hangouts. And if something goes haywire, he could just close it. But he's still streaming, the main broadcast, and he'll just open a new one. I think that's what he does. If not, I'd love to know, Nathan, if you have something else that you're doing. But if I'm ever going to do an open hangout, you can go to thehorrysheetshow.weebly.com, and you can put in your email. And if I ever do an open hangout, I will send out basically a mass invite, and I will give the link out if you're a subscriber to me. And that's one of the ways that you can get my open invites. Otherwise, you'd have to be somebody that I just know. and will be, you know, formally invited to that particular stream, or maybe some kind of way screened you first. But I would be still nervous, even knowing what I know now. I could, you know, host a Google Hangout and show, you know, random videos of flat Earth while people are just kind of hashing it out in an audio session, or, you know, in a Google Hangout that's just not visible shown. So if somebody porn bombs it, we might hear the moaning and groaning for a second, and then I'd cancel it, and everybody would have to join a new link, you know. And I think that's what Nathan does. I think that's what Dread does. It just involves OBS. It involves having a layer between you and the live stream, and that layer is OBS, and that's a good thing to mention for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, on Google Plus, he says Nathan Oakley 1980. Again, if you don't know Nathan Oakley's channel, check it out. Nathan Oakley 1980 on YouTube. On Google Plus, if you share the screen, simply don't share the screen, quote unquote, screen tab. Use the application window when sharing. Okay, so yeah, that's a good tip. So if you don't want to do a screen share and accidentally share the private Hangout link, then just share the specific screen you're aiming to share in the first place. So if it's a browser or something like that, sharing it by application window will allow you to share that browser. So if you want to play a YouTube video for people, or you know, if you're opening a Word document, you can share by application window and choose, you know, Word document or browser instead of your whole screen. And your whole screen will open you up to whatever the hell it happens to see, even for a split second. And what I just wanted to say all this for is that those trolls actually attacked that channel, Sun and Moon Group, and it was only up for 4 seconds. So get the memo. Someone we all love had this accident, and I love him as well. But hopefully nothing happens. Just got to let everybody know, because look, so many channels have been taken down. Arwen, have you heard about all these channels being taken down just recently? I mean, didn't Richard from Boston getting taken down again? Is that what I heard?
I didn't know. No, I didn't know.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't browse too many channels. I usually just hang out at Nathan's. It's a great place, the Flat Earth debates, and I really like it there. And yeah, I do keep tabs on some of my favorite channels, but yeah, I don't browse around too much. Not like you guys.
Yeah. Nathan Oakley in the chat. I'm not even gonna read what you said.
So Nathan.
I don't even know how to come back and compose myself after that one. That was great, you goofball. But you know what? Hey, I'm totally off the rail. Thanks for that, dude. Jeez. Anything else you want to share with us, Arwen? I still have the lines open if anybody wants to call. And this is where I'll say it. You know, this is pretty much the end of the stream that I'm doing. I have nothing else to offer. If we just want to randomly BS, I'm still drinking a beer. But if you have something else you want to share, I do want to hear one thing from you before you go, Arwen. The Soundly convo. Did you have a live stream with Soundly recently?
Oh, well, not recently, but some time ago I did. He actually, I didn't even know really who he was. He just said, "Hey, yeah, I'm challenging you to get in my Hangout." So I thought, yeah, sure, okay, why not?
Tell us
and
about
then
that.
I just went in there blank, and he immediately showed me like, "Oh yeah, look here. Oh, look at the curvature. Oh yeah."
Oh.
And I thought like, oh yeah.
From ground level, right?
No, it's that typical thing that he does, and I try to explain it using the optics theory. It was still kind of fresh. Like, yeah, what you're seeing, that you're zooming in on the specific slant. It's very far away, and yeah, that curvature doesn't continuate. Like up until that point, it's pretty much a straight
train, Lake Pontchartrain Bridge.
It's pretty much a straight line up until that point where he films it. Then it appears to curve, but you can't see beyond that. So you can't see that it actually goes on in a straight line beyond that.
He's talking about Lake Pontchartrain's bridge, right? Right. So that's if you look, I've driven across that bridge hundreds of times. I had to go from like Hammond, Louisiana to Laplace for work for Verizon. and I drove it twice every day back and forth for a year and a half. I mean, I don't know how many times that is, but that bridge is freaking straight, bros. And you can't convince me that if you're at any angle to the side of it looking at it, that it curves as much as one of his or two of his videos or all the videos I've seen. It, you know, like you said, it goes straight and then it curves like a lot right there at the end. And you're like, dude, you can't, you know, follow that curve. Come on, man. And people like Soundly, they lack some sort of mechanism. You know, you hear about some people might be NPCs, like you're not even sure if they're real. They're just like computer programs in a body. I wonder. But the thing is, you can't really. You have to understand that the kind of curvature that he's trying to show you in his videos, you like people say, finish the circle. You know, if you're looking at the view of Earth from the ISS. A lot of times, if you're looking at a landmass there, finish the circle, and you're going to see that that landmass can't be that whole frickin' side of the ball, because where is everything else? And 9 times out of 10, guess what? You won't even see landmass from the ISS videos. For some reason, you can watch it for hours and not see land. That's all I got to say. Like, come on, people have to wake up. And Soundly's one of those people just pushing the ball. And hey, look, he's going to gain subs, he's going to gain likes, he's going to gain all these shares because people hate the flat earth. They don't want their ball taken away, and it's not because they're clamoring to the ball. It's just like they don't know what they're doing. They love Star Wars. They love going other worlds because this one sucks, right? They want to go somewhere else. I get it. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
It's not even that.
What is it?
No.
And why? Why do they cling to the ball, dude? Why do people like Soundly... Why can't they get it? He's a smart enough guy.
I can explain it exactly why they cling to the ball. It's not because they love the Star Wars movies so much.
No?
I still love the Star Wars movies. I still love them to this day.
I do too.
What they can't handle is that the entire world, all the education system, NASA,
all of
the
that.
Government has been lying to them about it.
Yeah,
that is
too
the thing.
Big. It's too big to be fake, right? It's too big to be a lie. They can't handle that reality crashing down on them, right?
The biggest thing is that so many people saw such a vast system is lying to them. That is the big obstacle. It's not that it's not a ball even. It's that they've been lied to so badly.
I could see that too.
That is the obstacle.
You're right. And... Dude, it's a shame. It's a shame. I mean, I'm a person that I look at things. A lot of times, I have an intuitive feeling about it, and I know that you know where I'm coming from. Me and you were probably both very intuitive. And when I heard about the ball in school, in grade school, I was not buying that. But what can I say? I'm in like first, second grade, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds weird, but you know, whatever. But I thought about it at the time. I thought about, oh, well, what if I dug straight down? Would I end up in China? And now that I think about that now in my adult life, well, at some point I'd have to go through a lot of stuff. First of all, some lava, but at some point I'd have to be uprighting myself. I'd have to, like, if I'm going to end up in China, I'm going to be upside down trying to dig. So at some point I have to turn upright. And that just was like a whole new conundrum for me in my adult life that I never thought of. Because of gravity, because of up and down, because Earth is a ball so ingrained, supposedly. And it's like, no, man, if you get down to it, you start doing your homework, they can't prove a lot of the stuff. They can't prove the rotation. They can't prove what's in the Earth. They can't prove the magnetic core. Nothing.
The biggest problems come when you actually start to try to connect the imagination of the ball and the outer space with the actual observations from your own eyes in the world.
Like
if you try to bridge
that,
if you try to bridge those connections, that is when the problems come. Because I actually almost purposely separated these two throughout my entire youth. There was this science fiction ball idea that outer space, I would not let the people take that away from me. But at the same time, they asked me, like, yeah, observe the world around you. What is it like? Yeah, it's flat. Yeah, but then it can't work with that. And I just said, like, yeah, I don't care. I'm going to separate this in my mind. So there are now these two worlds simultaneously existing in my mind, and I'm not gonna let you take either away from me. That is what happened with me, really. It's kind of weird. It's kind of split personality in a way. It's splitting your consciousness. I think that most people can't really do this. So either the ball breaks or the flat earth just enrages them. I think that is what happens to most people. But yeah, if your mind is wide enough, I guess, then you can split them apart. And I loved outer space. I loved it so much that even into my 20s, I wanted to design space stations. I wanted to design them for NASA, but yeah, that just couldn't work. Like every time I tried, every time I got brought forth great ideas, it just got so much resistance. I got like these looks from people like, yeah, you're going to have this big disappointment. They refused to tell me. And it just didn't work out. So eventually, yeah, I just had to let it go and let it stay in my imagination forever, that ball. And then the flat earth happened. Then the flat earth awakening happened. Yeah. And I really got to work on those details. That was very fascinating.
Yeah.
But in my imagination, the ball and the outer space still goes on. So
I want to address some things in the chat. First of all, somebody mentioned Minnesota's having their first Flat Earth meetup at the Flat Earth Brewing Company in St. Paul, Minnesota, March 31st from 4 to 8 p.m. So thanks for dropping that in the chat. And I agree with you wholeheartedly, Arwen. This is really a huge conspiracy. People are not willing to buy it. It just changes too much of their foundations. There was something else I wanted to read in chat, so I'm kind of searching my head as I'm reading it, and I wanted to write it down, but I didn't find it. But anyway, I did address somebody. Well, somebody in chat asked me, why did I disable the super chat for my stream? Well, I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, I don't know if I can even withdraw any of the funds that I've acquired through the commercials and stuff that I play on my videos because I'm not Harry Sheet. So I don't know if I can withdraw and cash a check on Harry Sheet's earnings. So I've disabled the super chat. If you want to donate, it's paypal.me/Horry Sheet Show or the Horry Sheet Show. Please check another video. I have a link in the thing. I always forget if it's Horry Sheet Show or the Horry Sheet Show. But thanks for Renee for wanting to make a donation there. But that's why I did disable the chat, because it does take like do you know, Arwen? It takes like 2 or 3 months to get the funds, and then they take what, 30% out of it. So if you donated, $100 to me, I'd get 70 out of the 100, and that's terrible. Fiverr does the same thing. I talk a lot about Fiverr.com, the work at home platform. They take 20%. So I know that 20% of $100 is 80. That's just not, it always rubs me the wrong way. But I mean, look, Super Chat, it's great for a lot of people. But if you really want to, especially if you're going to support the projects that I do where I have to end up spending that money to actually, do a Flat Earth $5 readout, when they take 30%, it ends up costing me. So I just thought about it and I'm like, I got to disable that. I don't even know if I could cash a check. But thanks a bunch. People are great. The people that are following me, I don't have a big following. I just reached 2,000 subs, and people have been incredibly awesome with their support, their shares, their donations. I have, still about $60 or so to go through before I'm done with the Flat Earth readouts. And also, I want to ask you, Arwen, how do you feel about the Flat Curious project? Have you been keeping up with it at all?
Well, I've been watching some of your videos with people doing that, and it's pretty fascinating to see. It's funny because these people that are lured into this, they're basically approaching it like it's a school project, and they're actually putting real intellectual effort in it. Which
they have to.
Most people,
because they're gonna get a rating, like it's a job. it's essentially, it is something that they have to put some effort into, and that's why I like it. This one guy did screw me over. Like, he just didn't really do it, but he was young. He was a real young kid, and you know, whatever. But I'm sorry, I didn't
think
mean
he
to
was
cut you off.
mesmerized by it. No, I think he was mesmerized.
Did you see his face? He was pretty freaking blown away. I mean, I've watched the rest of it, and I'm torn between, was his mind just blown, or did he not know enough English to comment? It's a 50-50.
Probably both.
Yeah,
he was probably so shocked that he just didn't know really how to proceed.
I might just cut it up and make it look like that, because that's kind of another way to look at it. The dude was like, poof. But so you like the idea, you like watching it, you like seeing their first reactions?
Yeah, it's pretty good. And also, this way, these people are giving real fresh, like their really first response, fresh intellectual views. And that is kind of unique, because most people that get into Flat Earth or whatever, like on their own volition, they do it really laid back. And that takes kind of that edge off a bit. So it is really a good initiative. It's very fascinating to see. I like it.
Interesting. The one I read tonight honestly surprised me. They came off as almost like they started to believe, but just didn't want to say it in their little 500-word feedback. Did you catch that part where I read it out? And they were like, wow, he makes a lot of sense. It makes me think. I got some questions. But it's almost as if they said, boy, I want to believe it. But yeah, at the end they said, oh, there's a lot of research that has to be done. And I bet that person's looking into this going, holy crap. Or holy shit. Let me look into this. You know? So you have any ideas?
They wanted to be smart. They wanted to be smart, and they had to give recognition to the intellectual structure of it.
Yeah.
But in their personal spirit, they just like, okay, we're going to do this for school and then run away as quickly as possible. That is basically what that was, I think.
So what do you think, if there's anything, oh, go ahead. I don't want to cut you off. Go ahead.
No. That's just it's just the same as certain school subjects. Like, you have to finish that to get your diploma. You have to go through these certain subjects, and then sometimes you really, really don't like them, but you have to make that effort. So you just do it, and it's like, yeah, sound smart, do it right, and then as soon as you're finished, just walk away immediately because you're so sick of it. It could be like that.
So, Arwen, I've been getting a whole lot of flack lately from doing this project. I said something in my last stream that this one guy attacked me for. He was like, oh, you sound like such a douche when you say that $5 in your country is like $10 somewhere else. I mean, but that's kind of just the reality of it. On Fiverr.com, I have people from Zambia, Africa ordering from me for $5. That might be their meal for a week. I mean, that's what I think. That's how, I mean, look at Thailand. I know people I have friends of mine or acquaintances of mine that I know, they go to Thailand for a year. And then they come back, they work a U.S. job, they save up about, I don't know, $2.5 grand, between a 2-month period. And then they go back to Thailand and live for 2-3 years off of less than $3,000. So I'm like, I think a lot of these people on Fiverr are making the U.S. dollar from the Fiverr platform, and it's translating very well versus their currency. So we can kind of get a little bit more done for $5. Plus, not just that, a lot of people don't understand that if I'm a new seller on Fiverr and I'm just trying to get a foot in the door, and I have a new gig that I'm offering and has no reviews yet, I would love to do something that, might be a little bit more than what I want to do for $5, but it's a good review. So this is an opportunity. The Flat-Curous project is an opportunity to give them a good review. And so like I get attacked for like so many things. So I feel the need to clarify to some of these people that are still interested in watching me. I'm not being douchey. I'm being real, and I don't really care what you think. So as soon as you make a bad comment, you're gone. You're hidden, you're ghosted from my channel. So a lot of these people that are still watching my videos and still trying to comment, you probably don't even know that your comment's not getting seen on my channel. I don't put up with it. And so like I'm doing what I can to just wake people up. And this project is offering people a way to wake up to the truth and to get $5 for it as well. Hell, I wish somebody would flat smack me for $5, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, you know what? I don't know if it actually does wake up these people, but, and this is a big but, you're getting a pretty unique intellectual response, and that in itself is pretty interesting.
Yeah. Well,
so
if you look,
I think it's a really good initiative. It's very original, and I really like it. Like, it's interesting with each response. Like, what is it going to be?
Thanks. Yeah, so, yeah. I think I like that entertainment factor of it. But the first couple of ones that I did, I had people saying this is really fascinating. It makes me want to look more into it. I'm definitely going to do more research. And so far, the people that I've contacted after the fact that maybe didn't get persuaded too much, I kind of like followed up with them on their little rebuttal things. And I've mentioned this throughout some of the flat-curous videos. But I followed up with them and I said, you know, oh, to your response about X, Y, and Z, what about this, this, and this? And with what I got from them in so far a 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10 case was, oh, wow, that's fascinating. I'm going to do more research. And for me, $5 to have someone just say that is almost worth it. And who knows if they do or not. But you can't, from the whole project requirements themselves, if you're going to take 10 notes and 500 words of feedback and you watch the video, you can't unsee that what they had to endure was 2 hours worth of flat Earth. You can't unsee that, you know. Yep. And that's the whole thing about it. So it's a project to plant seeds. And in a lot of the earlier cases, hey, I even ran across one guy that was like, "Yo, I already know it's flat." So this was really? Yeah. One of them was like, came back, was like, I couldn't say this back when they were gonna lynch me for it, but yeah, Earth is flat. Thanks, you know, like yeah. So that was really cool, and I've only done less than 20 of these, so that's a good ratio. 1 out of 15 people maybe are flat earthers already. Holy crap! So yeah, I want to thank Harmon Walker. In the last live stream that I did, I thanked Patrick Nash, which I will just thank again. Patrick donated about $24, so it's several flat-curous projects were done for with Patrick Nash. And his donations, and Harmon Walker donated a whopping 100. And I don't even have you, Harmon, on my Facebook. Go ahead and add Harry Sheet so I can tag you when I do the broadcast. But Arwen, I don't know. I don't want to keep you, Arwen, if you want to go or anything.
No, I just wanted to say that I'm kind of disappointed that you haven't really showed your those people that you pay to watch the Flat Earth videos, that you didn't show them my video about the rectangular looping flat Earth and the holographic globe of the heavens. But that might be a little bit too much.
Arwen, yeah. I won't not show it. But the thing is, I cover every aspect of flat Earth. You know, the Sun and Moon group are pushing the rectangular or repeating flat Earth map. I'm not opposed to showing that. I don't know. If you want me to mirror your video on my channel, I'll put it on my channel. I'm not opposed to that at all. Just send me a message, comment in one of my videos, link it, say, hey, mirror this, and if it's flat Earth, I'll probably do it. And I'll put in the comments that this, you know, isn't my belief, but it's a research that's been thoroughly researched, and I'm putting it on the table. And that's all I can do, you know. Okay. I can't say I believe in anything if I put it on my channel as a mirror. Unless I do believe in it and do it myself. But I'll put that disclaimer out there. But that's what I'm here for, to put, you know, give everybody's research a voice. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to call you a shill. And if I don't believe in it, I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm just going to appreciate your info that you're bringing to the table.
A shill for who? For my own model that I seem to be the only one talking about.
Oh, right. You got your own unique thing. So totally. Let me, you know...
Yeah, I posted in the chat. This is pretty much the most recent Hangout, the rectangular looping flat Earth recap. It explains a lot of the of the details in a more well-spoken way as I've progressed with Hangouts in the last 2 years now. Yeah, you could show them that. It's not the same quality, of course, as the Flat Earth Clues from Mark Sargent or Eric Dubé's very detailed, well-spoken videos. It's just a Hangout. So yeah, it's not the same quality. If you just want to leave it, that's fine with me. But if you want to try that, that would be quite amusing to see the responses.
Hey, I don't mind mirroring your video on my channel if that's what you want me to do. And like I said, what I'll do is just put in the comments that I respect your opinion and what you bring. And it may not be the views of the Horry Sheet Show, but it's something that's being looked into. And hey, I'll put it out there. That's what I'm here to do. You know. Mm-hmm. So thanks for what you do.
Yeah, no problem. It's just another option. That's how I always saw it. Where many flat earthers seem to stick on this disc all the time and still being very literal with the heavenly bodies. I'm just exploring the options, and I'm wandering off into more complex, more surreal territories that help to actually connect some dots that the other models just don't. And that's why I've been doing this. It's cosmogony to me. I'm just really interested in cosmogony, and this is just another way to approach it. And I think I'm really getting somewhere with it. I really think that I'm probably right, that it is really, the Earth is really like this. But yeah, you have to overcome all these psychological obstacles, like nonlinear space, looping space. It is the holographic globe of the heavens. All these things are all psychological barriers for many people. And that seems to be more and more the trick, that the designer of this world has designed it in a way that works physically perfectly well, but that is really, really hard on the psyche of the human being that wants everything to be very simple.
Yeah.
The psyche wants things to be simple, to be literal, to be overseeable. And it doesn't seem to be that way. And that is basically the foundation of my work.
That's probably true. I certainly want the easiest and simplest route to anything and any way or anything I'm trying to do. I want the simplest, easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
And that may be a built-in thing of the human psyche. So when I'm thinking about doing is it's about the hour and 40-minute mark. I'll either probably end the broadcast here, but I'm thinking, should I head over to younow.com? There's one other thing that I want to kind of experiment with while I'm still live, and that is, can I do a live stream on YouTube while actually guest streaming on someone else's YouNow account? Because if that's true, we could flat smack right now. And you could even remain on the line. I don't even think that we have to change anything if you wanted to remain on the line. And that would be interesting. They couldn't hear you, I don't think, but they could hear me. So you could be like a CIA mouthpiece in my ear.
Hey, don't blow my cover, man.
Don't blow your cover. No, what do you think? What do you feel about that? Because what I'm talking about, if you guys don't know what younow.com is, this is a platform I can go to, and people are like doing just the most ridiculous stuff. I mean, they might be sitting there eating a bowl of Cheerios, live streaming, and I could hop in on there and say, "Yo, I have an interesting broadcast. I have an interesting thing I want to talk about," and I'll send them a picture, because what it requires is they need a snapshot of your webcam before, if you're going to go to the guest stream and get in line, they need to see who you are. So the site allows you to take a little picture. So this would be my picture. Me and Arwen here in the Horry Sheet Show set, for example. So I'm wondering, should we do that? Because I don't want to get too deep or too technical in the show, and it's all about, me. It's all about flat smack, and it's all about,
I actually wanted to wanted to drop off. It's very
All right.
late for me. But before I go, I still have one very important question that has been burning
There you go.
on my mind since the start, and that is, why the hell are you not wearing black?
I decided to just do a comfy live stream today. I've got some like half torn up shorts that I'm wearing. I look a mess. I just did not get dressed for my live stream. That's all.
This is so unlike you.
It is. I want people to know I'm laid back.
Wow. It does actually, the color does kind of look good on you, but it's just like, what? Horry is not wearing black? What is this? Is this you? Is this your clone? Is this really you?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. If you look at any pictures of actual me, it seems that I'm wearing nothing but black, and I'm probably catching a lot of unwanted flack, unnecessary flack about it. It's not that I always wear black. It's just I don't really look good in any other color but red and black and gray and white, so I just wear those colors.
Well, it's looking pretty good on you, actually. So, but it was just a surprise.
Undershirt.
Like, you're always in black, so
it's just a simple undershirt, like a thermal undershirt that I'm, gonna keep warm in when I go to bed. So, I'm real, guys. Guys that want to hate me, dude. I'm busting my nads for flat Earth, and I hope that you guys get on board, because all I'm trying to do. If you're a flat earther and you hate me, or you don't like me, or you think my logo is satanic or pyramid Illuminati, you're fooling yourself, and you're hurting the whole movement, because I'm here to wake people up, So thanks, Arwen. I really appreciate it, and hey, thanks for like talking your bit here, so I could like do the behind the scenes setting up of the C3PO with the R2D2 park bench guy. I've been wanting to do this. I just hadn't had anybody on Skype that said, yeah, I want to do it. So it was super easy. Next time, I want to get that little red microphone or earbuds thing out of your face. So I don't know if I can actually remove it, but the original idea worked. I can stick you in the TV. It's great. So thanks a whole bunch, man. You have a good one. Sub up,
yes.
Arwen.
Thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm.
See you guys later.
Type your link in the chat again, buddy. Thanks, guys.
All right, I will.
All right.
Hold on. There you go. Hey, see you later, Horry.
See you, buddy.
Keep it flat.
Keep it flat. So that's it, guys. We're going to check it out, because I got one more beer. And one beer is not anything for me tomorrow, so I'm going to go ahead and drink it now. And we're going to see what we can do with one beer as far as spreading the flat earth. That's what I'm going to do right now. Typically, I save something like this for just me on younow.com, but I have 30 people watching. I think you guys are going to like to see this. So we're gonna check out younow.com, and we're going to see who's browsing and who's streaming what and who's most popular. And I'm going to try to pick somebody, okay, that has like 30 or more people in their little chat room, and I'm gonna try to say that the Earth is flat and talk about flat Earth stuff. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. If you want to stick around for that, this is it. I'm gonna go ahead and buy a beer. I'm gonna go buy a beer. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a beer, and in the meantime, you know me. I will go ahead and stick my wonderful belly dancer in the way so you guys can watch that. I'll be right back. All right. There we go. You guys been enjoying the belly dancer? I don't know. I know it's ridiculous. This is why people call me cheesy. I don't care. Don't care. I'm gonna do what I want, and I know what I'm doing is waking people up, and I appreciate your support. And you know, people hate me for it. They just don't understand me. All right, they don't understand what I'm doing. If you want to spread the truth, find your own way to do it. You know, find your own way to do it. I'm doing it this way, and it works. So we're gonna move on to younow.com. Let me open up a chat here. I mean a tab, www.younow.com, and I will show you guys what I'm looking at. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. This is me on YouNow, and I'm gonna go ahead and open up the virtual cam. So if we do start, oh my God, what's going on?
Did 808 really drop some big shit?
This is what's going on YouNow right now.
Purple safe. Why did you do that when I left?
She dropped it and then you fucking left.
So this guy's having a conversation with a 3D animated puppet right now, and he's got 26 people watching him. Like I said, you never know if people are going to be live streaming themselves eating a bowl of cereal or having a live stream with a 3D animated puppet. Right? So this is what we're dealing with. Let's flat smack. Let's go to the girls hashtag, because everybody's in the girls room. This is the most popular stream right now, Misfits 2018, with 109 people watching. What are they talking about?
People are going to die for the Misfits. I don't like to correct people's spelling. Actually, I love to do it. Actually, you spelled die wrong.
Okay, so here we go. They're in their closet. No, I'm sorry. They're in their room. So far making fun of how people are spelling something. So this is what I type to people. Okay, this is what I do. I say, hey, I have something life-changing to bring to the table. Care to guest stream? I'm here to talk about the world's biggest secret. No joke. Boom, boom. Enter. Let's see if we even get a reaction. I like to do this. Here we go.
Unnecessary Max came in. What? Unnecessary Max.
She's reading it right now.
Right when I left, he came in.
I actually got partnered today.
He got partnered today?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she gonna read it?
Did you tell him congratulations? Yep.
Did he leave?
I'm not. Thank you for my fans.
Is she gonna read it?
Something life-changing to bring
There
to
you
the
go.
table. Care to guest stream? I'm here to talk about the world's biggest secret. No joke. When I guesting, and I really don't want to figure out the world's biggest secret. Hey!
And that pretty much is where she's just gonna ignore everything else. So no, that's what you get. I really don't care about the world's biggest secret because I'm here just doing absolutely jack shizzle. So we're gonna move on to number 3, which looks like this person is doing their own thing. Let's see what they're doing. 30 people in their room. This is what I do. I'm not even joking you. This is what I do in my spare time when I'm not recording, when I'm not streaming. I'm sitting here trying to flat smack. I'm trying to butt myself into their live streams. This person's singing. What's she singing about? Should I dance to it?
I know fella, yeah. Now what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. I said what's cooler than being cool? Ice cold. Alright, 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 alright. Alright, I'm done.
Alright. That's what I'm talking about. Either they're eating fucking Fruit Loops or they're offering that to 30 people in their live stream. But we're going to get there. We're going to get in a live stream and we're going to flat smack. It takes a little time. Hopefully I'm entertaining you guys until that happens. If I were Larry the Cable Guy, I would say, let's get her done. Here we go. Let's just do the same old thing.
With 1S. Here we go.
Let's
see.
I'm gonna put the same copy and paste message. Let's see if she reads it.
Ice cold. Ice cold. All right.
Come on. All right.
This love has taken.
She might even sing it.
She said goodbye too many times before. No choice, but
okay.
I won't say goodbye.
This is the ego stroking session. Let's stroke our egos more.
We're gonna try to find. I'm trying to find like an upbeat song. It just so happens that all of my songs.
She's not reading the chat.
Sad, so
all right.
Let's see. We're gonna.
Not reading the chat. So let's go to another person. Let's check out this. What the hell? Let's copy and paste it. And what's he saying? He's in any type of. He's in the frickin' hashtag girls room. Okay, let's just start with that.
9.3 million angels. I forgot. You know what I'm saying? I forget. So.
All right, let's see if he reads it.
4 views. Hey, I have something life-changing to bring to the table. Could you guest stream? I'm here to talk about the world's biggest secret. No joke. I mean, Horry Sheet Show? I appreciate the offer.
Oh.
But it sounds like you're setting me up to show me your ding-dong.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Why don't you like Mustangs? Because I'm from North Carolina, okay? Girls... Okay, I'm sorry. This is a stereotype.
I told
but
him,
it's true.
all right,
the girls who drove
I said, okay, what if I told you I have 30 people viewing my stream right now, and I could send you a pic in the guest stream and prove I'm legit?
Name initials in the back
That's
window.
what I said.
If you drive a Mustang, you wear cowboy boots, and you have your initials and the cute little stickers on the back window, you are the type of girl I'm not interested in dating. I'm not saying you're a terrible person. Definitely not girlfriend material, okay?
All right, so that was the picture that I just sent to his guest stream.
A Camaro.
All right, so let's see if this guy addresses me a second time in the chat. Here we go. That little pose that I just did was me sending him a picture.
Well, at least for where I'm from, there's this weird, like, relation with Mustangs and douchebags. Okay. So that's all. Oh my god. Fucking Dynamite Dylan is playing.
All right, let me get his attention again. Hey, check the guest stream pic. I just sent you one. Let's talk, brother man. Here we go.
So this kid's dad is the owner of West Coast Customs. Very, very
Let's see.
Popular.
I mean, he's got 213 people watching. I don't know if he's going to pay much attention to me. He doesn't know me. He thinks I'm trying to show him my wang, etc.
So what they'll do with Dynamite Dylan is not...
He's just going to go on and talk about random bullshit. So let me copy and paste this. Well, I don't want to copy and paste it because I have a much better copy and paste thing going on. What's he saying?
You're with my son, and then we'll work... Well, here's X amount of dollars in West Coast Custom credits. So he did a song with Post Malone recently.
All right, so he's talking about random nothingness. Let's check it out. Girls tab. Let's go to another tab. It's hard work, guys. When I say I bust my balls to spread flat earth, this is what I'm talking about. This is how I spend my time. I look on here at the people. I don't care if you're a girl. I don't care if you're a guy. I know the girls' room is just overloaded with viewers, so I check all the girls first, and I hop on their stream. Look at this one. She looks like I could vibe.
How many buttons do we have, Zona?
All right.
Your merch? Yes, I have merch. Favorite genre of music?
Right.
Indie.
I just sent her the standard. I have a big secret to tell you. Here let's see if she reads it.
Here to guest stream. I'm not guesting. 4 sets of buttons.
Not guesting. All right. Let's move on. This is how it goes, guys. Sometimes it happens right away. Sometimes it takes me a few. But, you know, if I go down to people like this with 21 viewers, we'll see. We'll see what they say.
People tend to use their
let's see if she
channel
reads
for that reason. Now, I'm not saying that all big people use their channels for that. Some of them use it positively. Some people use.
I'll check out the chat in a minute too.
This is supposed to be a community of people who come together and kind of inspire. That's the whole reason why people create content. That's the reason why people create memories for you. It's not supposed to be bad memories. It's supposed to be like something you'll remember, put in the back of your mind to be like, I remember this person said this about drama. I remember that this person made a big impact on me because. Not like.
All right, I'm gonna turn her down.
That bitch got,
I hope that she reads the chat, but let me see.
Fight a playlist. Please. Thank you for becoming a fan, Nick. Appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
Amanda, you're so ridiculous.
I'm reading the chat. You guys are funny. You're gonna break her, Horry, says Arwen. Yeah, I probably would.
Like King Tay? Like.
How you doing, Midnight Gardener? Morning, evening.
My Instagram's Eva Vic. Same exact thing as my now.
She can't read, says FE Viking.
If you want to go follow it, that'd be awesome.
Alright. Alright, you guys, let's try this again.
I was practicing being shady. Well,
She just didn't even answer it, so let's look at the guys. Let's try to flat smack some of these dudes.
I'm Ronnie.
Oh, maybe that guy was in hashtag guys.
Yeah,
I said the opposite earlier.
They like,
what is this dude's window showing? He's got 130 people watching.
Thank you so kindly.
What is this?
Thank you. Hey, Sarge, how's it going? Here we go. Okay, we're on number 7. 3 more. You guys like this so far?
What
it's
is
a
he
little
doing?
challenging, but at the same time, everybody can relate to it pretty much. So I think
I have no idea what he's doing.
Point in their life. Here we go. Where is this Mickey Mouse advertisement? Which movie is this in? Damn Jane, welcome. Horry Sheet Show is here. Welcome. Horry Sheet Show, welcome. Macy, okay, here we go. 5, 4.
I think he just read my name, but he didn't read the message. He's got 130 people watching whatever the hell he is doing right now.
Jane, thank you, Damn Jane. Times 50, times 10. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, somebody did get it. So.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What are people doing?
Let's get 40 shares for Ronnie comes
Oh
back
my
home.
God. It drives me nuts. It really does.
Where's the other?
It really drives me. This is why I come here to flat smack these people. Wake them up. Wake them the hell up. Let's see if this guy says anything.
Have something life-changing to bring up.
There you go.
Okay, guest stream. I'm here to talk about the world's biggest secret. No joke. Well, I'm not really trying to guess right now. There you go. No thanks. We just don't care. Damn. Why you gotta do it like that? You seem to be having a hard time with it before. Look, it's been a minute since I've used it. Come on, bro. I'm just broadcasting. I'm just trying to chill. I'm actually streaming myself. Hey, nice.
I'm trying to convince him. Like, come on, man, let's talk. It's good shit.
I don't know if you're trying to tell me.
He's watching freaking Korean BS.
Translate? I don't know what it means. I don't know what they're saying.
Freaking Korean pop crap. Anyway. People are so lost. I know, Shanna. Oh my God. I know, it's terrible. So we're still, if you're just joining us right now, we're still trying to find people to flat smack. I have just moved on to flat smacking. If you want to call in, I'll drop the number in the chat. We'll take a little break from this because it's getting a little daunting. But I think it's been entertaining so far. I mean, we get to see what the hell people are trying to do. And this is, an over-the-shoulder view of what the hell I do when I'm offline. Sometimes I record videos like this. I actually have a montage I'm making, a compilation of me doing this to people and getting, their reactions here and there. So expect that video to come out. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. One guy I did this to on Omegle was super excited to be on the Horry Sheet Show. He got his leather coat on and everything else. The only thing, the audio was really messed up. It was kind of boinked. So it was hard to hear what he was saying because he had his echo going. He had a lot of echo going, but it was funny. He was all excited. But we're gonna truck along until we get one person on camera, and then I'm gonna drop and end the stream. So we're gonna see who it's gonna be. Let's see. Let's go to hashtag bored. These people usually will do anything. There's 20 people in this one. What is she talking about? Looks pretty young, and she's listening to retarded rap. Oh, all right, hold on. Got a phone call. Let's do it. Hey, you're on the phone with Horry Sheet Show. Let's see if this girl answers the message. So hold on just a sec, and I'll put you through. Let's see if she ignores me or not. I think she's gonna ignore me, so I'll go ahead and mute that on the live stream and hit the speaker button. Hey, welcome to the Horry Sheet Show. Who is this, and what do you have to bring to the Flat Earth table?
Shanna.
Woo, Shanna, honey, how you doing?
I was just like, oh my gosh, by watching you look at those people, like, oh.
Yeah.
Painful, man. It's so painful because I do that too. I do try to go to like live streams that have nothing to do with Flat Earth, and I go to hangouts, to like alt-rock hangouts and Nazi hangouts. And, oh man, I go to some stuff, talk to people. It's ridiculous.
You just bring it up in random places?
Yeah.
Yeah, I that's kind of what I do on every Facebook post that has a planet in it, or that talks about physics or talks about quantum anything. I talk about, what do you know about some flat Earth? Have you looked into the flat Earth yet? Just these critical thinker type peoples or posts. I'll throw a flat Earth in there. But you saying you go into hangouts and you just you try to start a flat Earth convo? I'm the same way. This is what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. And that's awesome. That's why I had to call you and tell you I love it, because I do that, but I don't post it because I don't really have the capability of putting it on my YouTube channel. But
awesome.
It's interesting.
And so you know what I'm going through.
It's very interesting to do that.
You know the difficulties that arise when you try to just flat smack people like this. I mean, they don't pay attention much, or they might read and they might laugh at what you're saying, or they don't take it seriously. But I do actually have a pretty good success rate. If we hang around long enough, I'm going to eventually get one of these people that say, that does fascinate me, and I have nothing else better to do, and they'll finally take it. And we'll have, a 10-minute combo. And they'll have literally zero to bring to the table most of the time. And I'll leave them...
But at least you got them to think.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I leave them with their jaw open, and then I get off. But let me tell you this. A lot of times I get off with those people, I get offline, and they immediately go to attacking me.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they get really... They're like... And I'm not even going to say some. I'm going to say most of these people that have nothing to say while I'm in the guest stream with them, they will get off the guest stream and then instantly attack me. Yeah. And it's...
Well, that's not typical.
It's typical. It's typical, but that it shows you the type of, it shows you how people can be. And it's really sick. Like, I had these people I thought I was having a good conversation with several times. And then when I get off, I'm like, hey, thanks for talking. Thanks for your time. I appreciated you having me on your guest stream. Thanks a bunch. And I'll catch you later. Hopefully we do it again. And then boom, I end it. And then they're like, boy, wow, I can't believe people are like that. Oh my God. And I'm like, holy crap. Like this, this person was totally
I thought
two-faced.
I was getting through to you.
Oh yeah. And you get these people that are two-faced. So it's interesting to see how it ends up. Sometimes I get on these live streams like this, and people are cool, and then they want to start talking about something that they want to try to put me down, like in the live stream. So it's very interesting. I've met some very interesting people, most of which I don't really want to keep doing this for. I've only got maybe 2 or 3 out of 10 people that give me a good experience. So 7 out of 10 times it's not so good. It's not fun for me, but it's my duty, Like, what is this? I'm here to wake people up, dude. I feel like I came here with a freaking mission, and I woke up in my 30s saying, "Oh my gosh, this is my mission. This is why I'm here." And I don't care what you think. I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care what these people think of me. I'm here to do this, and if it kills me, then so be it. I'll come. Apparently, I have to come back and keep trying it. So that's where I'm at.
Well, it's definitely entertaining and a good time passer, and also, you're spreading the truth. So, it's something good to do with your time. And what's weird about, in Google Hangouts, you have to be invited into a conversation there. And for some weird reason, I ended up in this, like I told you, it was like an alt-right or Nazi-like group. I do not know how I got in there, but I was talking to them about flat Earth, and they were like, "Well, that's very interesting, Shannon." And every time they start a new stream, somebody adds me to that freaking hangout. So obviously, they did like what I had to say, even though I completely disagree with their alt-right, idealism. I was not on board with that because I'm not racist at all. And I made that very clear to them, but I'm a Christian believer. And anyway, but they let me sit there and talk to them about flat earthers. They let me post videos, and some of them were like, "Well, that's very interesting," and they entertained talking to me, and they asked me to come there to hang out with them. So I don't know, maybe I'm getting through to them. I hope.
You know what? What I found out is the more time you're allowed near these people, the more seeds you're allowed to plant. The more of a chance they have to water any one of those and start doing their own research. Start watching that seed grow. I mean, my mom's a perfect example. Hi, Mom, if you're watching right now. Hi. But she didn't know what to think about me when I started talking about flat Earth. And my mom's going to support just about anything if I do. If I said eating dog crap was healthy, she'd look into it a little bit. She respects my intelligence. And I talked to my mom about several things for months. And finally, I heard the conversation from her when she was like, "You know what? I was out somewhere with a group of friends, and I happened to bring up something that you talked about, and I happened to meet two people that knew exactly what you were talking about, and they wanted to engage more with me in a conversation about it, and they said that your son must be a genius." And I'm like, I'm like, "No, Mom, like these people, you found some woke ass people. Because if you said anything that sparked their interest that you got from me or what I talk about on the phone with you, I mean, she was talking about mainly the research they were doing into the flat Earth as well. And so these are people, just random people that my mom had found. And this is just a testament to how people are waking up to this, but they're not so apt to talk about it in public. But if you bring it up, and this is why I urge everybody to just freaking bring it up, dude.
Bring it up.
You're going to have people that are interested.
Are flat earthers.
Yeah.
Are closet flat earthers.
Closet flat earthers. Right. The first person I met on YouNow.com, the platform I'm looking at here and making fun of pretty much, is I met a flat earther on here who said he was a closet flat earther. And we're acquaintances, we're friends right now, whatever. And he streams on there, and it's like, there are people out there that are simply closet flat earthers. The guy I met on the guy that I had, one of the people that did the flat Earth flat-curous project for me, kind of said he was a flat earther. He said, "I wouldn't talk about this back in the day. They would have lynched me for it." So,
right.
These people are there.
And let's say that there are. Let's just hypothesize that flat earthers outnumber globers. I don't think that exists, but it's possible that they do. So let's say they do, and we actually got like some kind of system where we could inform everybody, a commercial, a worldwide commercial. Let's stop paying for driver's license, everything basically. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
oh yeah,
more license plates on my car. my husband and me were talking about this today. What would happen to our government? They couldn't throw us all in jail.
From what I know, not much, because what the hell, the money doesn't really go to where we think it goes to 9 times out of 10. And I mean, I'm looking at the money that's being put forth towards building like the roads in New Orleans, and I see them in New Orleans taking, it was like, it's years now for them to repair city roads. And when I drive past...
Yeah, and even these toll roads, the worst roads you're going to drive on.
Well, in New Orleans, you wouldn't believe it. Like, New Orleans is not a huge city by all means. And you go from A to B in New Orleans and you're stuck in traffic. Why? Because there's so much road construction between A to B. And when you look at these people operating the construction equipment, they're not doing anything. They might as well be Facebooking on their phone, and they're not doing anything. And I mean, you wonder, where is our tax money really going?
It's going to nothing.
Nothing.
All it's going is in all these officials'
Right.
pocketbooks.
It's a whole nother story, but you're exactly right. Our money's not going where it says it should be going. And that's why I don't care if you're, figuring out how to, get as much as you can from the system and spread the truth. If that's what you're doing, if that's your life goal, you're not going to be hated by me. Because if you're a taxpayer and you make people, you better do all this and all that, pay your taxes and do all this and do it by the book. No, all you're doing is feeding a system you don't understand. So if you're going against the grain in any means, you get a upvote for me. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. We don't know where it's going, and we can't prove it. So that's it. You still with us, Shanna? I heard a beep and then we lost Shanna. But if you ask me, do your life, spread your truth, get out there and start talking to your friends, your family.
I'm sorry.
There you are. You're back.
My cheek accidentally hit the mute button.
Oh, that's I figured something happened. But talk to your friends and your family about your truth. Get it out there. There's a lot of friends that I don't talk to anymore. And I thought about today, what if I got back on my Facebook profile and started unblocking some of these people that I've blocked, and started re-adding them just so they can be introduced to this concept. Not because I want to be back into their life, just to flat smack these people that know me and would be extremely interested to see where I've ended up in life. And then they get that flat smack, they get me doing the Horry Sheet Show.
About 3 days ago, maybe a week ago. I had it 3 years ago, and I forgot my password, and I didn't really care enough to get back on it, and so I didn't even try to get back on it. But I had to set one up because I wanted to watch a Jeranism video that was on YouTube. So I I got me a whole new Facebook, and then I got all these friend requests from my family, and I'm like, okay, we're pre-warned, we're going to see a lot of flat earth stuff on here, but come on, we're not, friend everybody.
Yeah. Well,
kind of the same thing.
I'm gonna do that eventually, and if I wanted to talk about this at some point, but I'm gonna read this on air. Okay, this is interesting. I'm gonna find it right now. I posted on my Facebook page one day, and let me see if I can find it. Just hold on a second. Well, yeah, okay. I don't want to actually live stream me talking or showing this conversation, but I will attempt to find this message for you guys. And it was how I turned my stalker into a flat earther. Okay.
How you turned your what?
My stalker into a flat earther.
Oh, you have a stalker?
Yep, I have a stalker, and my significant other has a stalker, and this dude's he stalks both of us. He stalks her, and I'm caught in his path. And because he stalks her, he wants to know everything about her, so he's looked into me as well. So this is the message that he sent her. Hey, this is so-and-so. I miss you and love you in ways I don't even understand, and for reasons I'll never be able to explain. I love you with my heart. Anyway, that's not why I'm writing. I merely wanted to just ask you if you ever plan on speaking with me again. You know, aka stalker, right? Blah, 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 blah. Let me get to where he talks about me. Well, if you do, call or text me. I'd love to talk. Please send my love and gratitude to Horry. At the very least, he's taking care of you, right? The person I likely will always care more for than anyone else. What I said to him was stupid, and yes, it was unforgivable. But I may have learned a lot. I'm speaking from my deepest honesty. And in the past 2 years, I have grown more than I have ever grown. One of the coolest realizations I've come to is that the earth is indeed flat. I have stalked his YouTube channel just a bit. I used his research and I listened to my inner voice. During my psychedelic explorations, it makes sense. Anyway, sorry to bother you. Blah, 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 blah.
That's awesome.
Right?
That's so awesome.
Oh.
Man, that's great.
I mean, what do you know, if I'm putting the videos out there, or if you're stalking my ass, you might just turn into a flat earther, right?
You might just turn into a flat earther. I think actually it's most people took 5 minutes. Well, maybe not 5 minutes. Maybe a day of actually researching it. They would be a flat earther because we're all flat earthers. We just don't know it.
Oh, hell, if they took more than 2 hours, they're going to be addicted. Because you can't stop at a 2-hour-long session and not have enough questions to research 15 other different things.
Right. And that's kind of what I was saying about Karen B's video that I think is beautiful. That it kind of covers a lot of stuff. A very short video for showing so much. And that was my thing. And like, you can go to my page, you can go to my like list, you know, my history like list.
Uh-huh.
And it's ridiculous. It's like well over 2,000 videos, and that's just the ones I hit the like button on, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of time. Some of those videos were like 2 hours.
Yeah. I watch a lot of Flat Earth content. I used to do the Flat Earth Digest, where I would look into so much content and put the best of out there every week, and it was a lot of work, and people don't understand that it's so much in our face. It's not hard to understand. It's that you really have to understand the fact that we really have been lied to. I don't know what part of the puzzle they have to see first to get to that point, but as soon as you realize, or as soon as you have the little inkling that maybe we've been lied to about some things, as soon as you have that in your head, you can look at Flat Earth and all that and really start to dig into it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes one little, I mean, for some people it could be looking into JFK, for some people it's the moon, for some people it's chemtrails, you know, it all ties back to not even the Earth is flat, it ties back into something way bigger than that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, and they all tie together.
Yeah, you're right, Shanna. And I want to thank you for calling in. What I'm going to do is move on to Flat Smack, and again, I'm going to see if people will actually take me on. Anything else you want to share with us while you're on, hun?
No, not really. I just want to call on. Hey.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate that, and I appreciate your support, and I know that you're going to share this every now and then somewhere nicely. And thanks again, babe. I love you very much.
Much love, brother.
Take care, babe. Peace. And that's it, guys. You know, I love when you call in just to say hi, just to show you support. It really means a lot. What we're gonna do, I'm kind of like, I'm strange in this aspect of I want to get one live flat smacking out on the show. I want to get into the guest stream of one of these people on the YouNow platform. before I go, just to do it. It's, you know, I set out a goal for myself and I try to do it, yada yada. That's what I'm doing. So back to whoever this is. I'm gonna go back to the girls' room again. Let's see if we can get somebody further down the chain. Oh, that person's already guesting. You see the two people here? That means he's already guesting. So we're gonna move on. This is in the hashtag girls chat of YouNow. Here you go. Here's let's see what she says. I'm gonna copy and paste the, you know, I got the world's biggest secret, no joke, smiley face going on. Let's see what she says.
Eddie, Robert, Relic, Steph, Oso, Wheelchair Man, Candy, and Lil BJ. But yeah, hi Lath. But yeah, if you're not a fan, make sure to become a fan.
I don't see any of those people in this chat, so I'm wondering.
Everyone go to the Johnny Vic and go tell him.
If my chat ends up scrolling on by, then I know she's not reading it.
He's on hashtag guys. Go say, Amanda says you're beautiful. Because he hates when I call him that, so. But yeah.
Come on.
I will talk to you guys later, okay? Thank you.
She's getting off. Alright, so let's check out somebody else. Let's go down the list. Who's this? 45 people in the chat. Copy and paste. Go boom, ba boom. Let's see what she says. Oh. She must have just got off. Who's this? Oh, this is the one from earlier.
I can't use your I mean rapper singing. Cool. If you have your camera.
All right. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just send a guest stream picture anyway. So let me switch over to myself right here, and this is what I do. I send these people a picture of me just holding a beer in the Horry Sheet studio like this, and I got 3, 2, 1, hey! And that right there was what they see. And sometimes they just go ahead and say, okay, we'll guess this guy. So here it goes. I said, yo, I got something really cool to talk about. I got 30 people watching. Let's talk. Something to that extent, a little more eloquently.
Thank you, Matt.
Eloquently.
Cat for the 50 likes.
160 people. I really want to get on this guest stream.
You can see the ocean, and basically it has a
down. What is she talking about?
It's not crowded either. Right onto the ocean. I mean, the beach. The ocean.
Oh.
The beach. It's so pretty. And like, there's not a lot of people there.
I can talk about the ocean or the beach like you just don't know.
Find a place with Wi-Fi included. You are listening to rap songs. Listen to the radio. No Wi-Fi. Hey, so I'm sent a guest pic.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Something cool to talk about, and 30 viewers streaming with me. Let's talk.
She's thinking.
I really don't want to talk about whatever you're going to talk about.
Why?
No, thank you. Not tonight. Maybe tomorrow night. Thank you.
It's difficult. It really is. Let's find somebody that really has nothing to do. At this point, I'm just gonna go to the Ask Questions room. I'm gonna pick from the Ask Questions room. That guy just has 2 people watching. We're not even gonna waste our time. Whatever that is. Not gonna do that. Hashtag bored. This guy's got his guitar. This person, let's see what they're doing. They got 10 people on. Let's see. Let's see what they say. Oh, they're already guesting. Oh, this looks amazing.
Oh my god.
Let's listen in.
I am sorry.
Oh.
my guess.
Oh, they're reading the
Hello,
wrong thing. Crap.
Dave of the Wise. I guess that's how it's supposed to be said. And hello, show. How are you and how's your day?
Oh no, she just said hey to me. I just said misfits. Check my guest pic. Let's talk. They thought I was calling them misfits. That's terrible. Crap. I don't want to have to type it again, but I copied and pasted the wrong thing over. Alright, so I'm going to type, hey, interested in a guest stream. I'm here to talk about the world's biggest secret. And, wait. I have 30 viewers watching me. Check the guest pic. Smiley face. Alright, here we go. Alright. So I typed that. I copied and pasted it. Or at least I tried to, but it didn't seem to go through. Is this a conspiracy in itself? Alright, there we go. Alright, type the guest pic. Let's see what they say. I know she's already guessing, but I'm just curious to see what happens at this point.
I was just wondering, because Kenny added someone who never noticed her in her chat.
13 people.
You know, she must be new.
Oh, the other girl?
We're gonna go to. We're gonna just try for more than that. Look at this dude. Guest streaming, live stream from the backseat of his car.
Fucking empty.
He's just. I don't know what he's talking about. 13 people viewing him, 14 people. It's not this hard. Usually I don't even try this hard. Usually the people with the big microphone in their face are not gonna guest stream you. What about this dude? What's he doing? I'm gonna paste it to him. Do what you do.
Or a post on Facebook.
Dear friends and followers, welcome back to my channel today.
He's got 40 people watching whatever the hell he's doing.
This plane are dumping fuel and what that's got to do with a plastic water bottle. So let's get started.
What's the chat saying? Thanks everybody for sticking around.
Today's video is brought to you by Skillshare. If you want to learn more about photography or how to start your own business,
Typing skills, huh? 100 words a minute, no errors if I wanna.
below will get a free 2-month trial with Skillshare. In this video here, it's pretty obvious that something is off with this plane. Why is there white spray coming out of the rear of the wings? This plane is currently performing the jettison procedure, or better known as fuel dumping. Your imminent reaction probably is, what a waste and pollution of the environment. Why would pilots dump costly fuel overboard?
You have to be kidding. This video is saying that we're dumping fuel overboard?
Fuel they need from the trip to A to B. And before we can answer those questions, we have to look at some weight limitations of airplanes. So for today's video, we'll be using a Boeing 747.
Look at this guy being brainwashed. I mean, what the hell?
Preparing for a flight from Munich to Los Angeles. So the airplane's current weight is the so-called dry operating weight. Then the
I already know all this information, to be honest. I don't even need to know this. I already know it. It has a lot to do with weight balance. The best video I ever watched, I watched this yesterday. It's so fucking good.
I don't know what he's watching, but he's looking to be doing some research into some stuff that I'm going to be researching soon. I'm going to try a little bit more. 1 or 2 more here. What about her? I'm going to copy and paste it into her room with 40 viewers.
Sounds good, Geek.
Let's see.
Guess me, Shujat, stay there. I have a question. What's your question? You do the content. I freaking love you.
So here's the guest stream picture that I'm going to take.
Bro, right effing now. Thank you so effing much,
Wait,
Shane.
I'm going to refresh
Fan
that.
Me, and I didn't even know that was mom. Yes, my
1.
mom. Thank you so much, Shane. Interested in
That's
the
a
guest
bad
stream?
one. I'm going to do
Biggest
this.
secret. I have 30 viewers watching me. Check the guest pic.
There you
I
go.
only see Shujat in a
There you
beanie.
go. Oh, you got it.
Thank you, Shane. Mom is big. Agree. You don't have to answer, but it sounds good. BRB, I have to reset. Purchase. Oh my god, Mom.
Right. I was like, wait, check it again. I had to do 3 different poses.
She meant bars. Thank you, Jesse, for sharing. How are you doing, Liza, baby? Okay, check now. I have to do 3 different poses. Wow, look at you.
There we go.
He's like a young Jimmy Fallon of the internet.
Oh my god.
Frankie, bot fans, I'm dead. Guys, my mom is suddenly chased. Suddenly chased. Holy crap, Shane. Thank you so effing much. I'm doing great. How about you? I'm doing real good. Thank you, Frankie. Yeah, you know she's about to come up here.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see.
Something like that for Shane. Thank you so much, Bills. Jimmy Fallon. You know it's true. Sweet Mandy Chase. Hey,
She called me Jimmy Fallon.
Have a beer. Let's do it. Hold on. I have to talk with Shujat first. Larry, thank you for becoming a friend. Somebody unfan pills so that you can have 420. People purchase friends on Facebook and followers on Twitter. Friends on Facebook? Who the F is buying friends on Facebook? That sounds like a soccer mom problem. You know, needs to build some smaller.
That sounds like a soccer mom problem. It looks like it's a little too difficult tonight. I have exhausted my efforts. So we won't do a flat smacking tonight because apparently people want to talk to nobodies about nothing. They don't want to hear the biggest secret in the world tonight. Sorry. But anyway, that's it. That's all I'm going to do. Hi, Horry. You watched the rest of Morgul's Illuminati confirmed video? No. Great Borrego. I haven't seen that yet. I'll go ahead and check that out. What the F, Jimmy Fallon? You 3 minutes back. All right, guys. That's all I'm going to do. Check it out next time. You know what? I have another channel that I normally I'm going to start doing this from. It's called the Flat Smackers Live. So go to YouTube, type in Flat Smackers Live. And I think it's all one word. Flat Smackers is one word, space live. And you'll see, I don't know, it might be 3 words. I don't even know. But I might even destroy that channel because I want to do it from this one anyway. This seemed to work out pretty good. So, and it looks like I still can do this from this channel. So who knows? I might just merge it. Or I might just, save the Flat Smackers Live broadcast for when I have nothing else to do but flat smack. I might do it from there. So go ahead and sub up anyway, Flat Smackers Live. That's kind of what I wanted to do, was separate the more professional broadcasts from the other random tidbits that I do for Flat Earth. But I'm now, naturally blending them in slowly but surely under the guise of me saying, okay, guys, I'm done right now, and the rest of this live stream is blah, 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 blah. So I try to, keep my important stuff to a 30-minute, 1 hour mark, and then the rest is just me doing whatever, which is this. Me trying to get on YouNow streams, trying to flat smack people. If I get a good flat smacking, I'll record it and upload it. But I have several. I haven't done that yet. So this is what I do. This is what I do for Flat Earth. If you like what I do, please share my stuff. Thanks, everybody, for coming through the chat. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for your support. You've been there. Morgan Ellis, love you very much. Let me give you a wrench. Got that. Shanna, thanks for calling in. Effie Viking, Arwen, thanks for being a guest stream. New Perspective, hello. Geocentric Love, how's it hanging? Don't answer that. LOL, just went on Omegle for the first time, and I'm flat smacking someone on text chat. I've done that. Omegle is my, it's one of my places I go when I wear the Jack Skellington Halloween costume. I'll put on the onesie pajamas costume and put on the mask and everything, and I'll get on Omegle, and I'm in the Horry Sheet Show set with the the Flat Earth horizon behind me, and all they're trying to do is whack off or whatever, and I'm like, bam, here they go. The next person they scroll through is me, and I'm like, oh wow, did you know the Earth was flat? Totally catching them off guard. I love that. It's hilarious. I might even do a show just where I'm doing that and show you some of the reactions I get and blur out all the Ghibli parts. It would be hilarious. I just heard a little beep. Let me check that little beep. That means that Fiverr sent us a little message. So let me see what that was real quick. It could be another flat smacking project. Let's see. Messages, inbox, quality work path. This guy sent me a message. That's what you get, buddy. I'm real. This guy answered my flat-curous application with like a $10 or $20 budget price, and I sent the message saying, yo, just wanted to tell you you failed miserably accepting this job application. Hashtag waste of time. And he had to reply to this to save his on-time rating. And the site will like keep track of how fast you reply to people. So that little dot that he sent me back was just like a big screw you. And I'm just going to put a smiley face. That's how I operate. I'm not a nice guy. I'm a nice guy to people who are worth being nice to. But otherwise, you get a totally different side of me. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. Expect more like this. The next flat-curous video reaction is going to come up soon. I have a few more orders put out. I have 2 more people I'm waiting on to send in their stuff. So we're going to have more for at least next week's broadcast, next weekend or whatever. I don't know when it's going to happen. But I think tonight's was interesting. That one person said that they didn't sound too ball worshipy in it. They were like, wow, this is kind of interesting. It contradicts a lot of mainstream science and yada yada, and I like that. The other guy, the video reaction, he was pretty much a baller, but he provided a lot of interesting points that I'm gonna consider when I make my my own video. I'm gonna make a flat Earth video, so get ready for that. It's gonna be one of the better ones out there. It's gonna hang with Mark Sargent's and ODD's videos. So I'm calling it right now. It's gonna be one of the good ones. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it here. 2 hours or whatever is long enough for me. I love you all. Look at the chat one more time so I didn't miss anything. That guy sent me a message already. Haha, he said. Yeah, you failed, bro. Good evening, Horry Show. Thanks, Arwal. Thanks, Bling Bling. How you doing? Flat Earth Dude. Thanks for coming on. Good night, Bling Bling. Slipknot says, thanks, Horry. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for showing your support. All right. All right, guys. Have a good one. I'm here to wake people up. Who is with me? Peace.